This one. And then... yeah, okay. I can't stop enough. Hi there, BigCraigO here. Thank you for joining me for the next in my deck tech series. Today we're going to be playing a deck that's sort of in the middle. It's sort of pushing up to the upper tiers again. It has lived there before, which is Gruul Adventures. I think that given the current meta and where everything's sitting, it's a fairly strong deck. And I hope to be able to play through some games that are going to showcase some of its benefits. Yeah, look, all in all, it's always been a good deck as far as those aggro players and having the adventure component, which allows it to draw more cards to refill the hand, definitely makes it very powerful. All right, let's go and check out the deck. All right, so we're having a look at the deck here. It's nothing too different to what we've seen in the past. Just think from a meta game choice. Currently, what's going on around the place, this is fairly good. I think ultimatum decks struggle a little bit if this deck gets the right hands. Due to the card draw, it can actually start to really get a quick roll on, push through a massive amount of damage. So we'll just quickly go through the deck itself and have a look at what sort of key elements are in here. Okay, so this is in all of the adventure decks. Innkeeper, it's 1 green for a 1/1, but the key thing here is that every time you cast a creature spell that has an adventure on it, so you get to draw a card. So that is one of the key elements to the engine. We run Jaspera Sentinels, 3 of these. Some decks that I've seen run 4. This one runs 3 just to fit in some other things. This is your reach, so you can block other creatures with flying. So other Gruul decks that maybe use some of the Goldspan Dragons, etc., you can sacrifice these. Plus, it also gives you a ramp ability as well. Magda. Now, this card is seeing more and more use in these types of decks. I've seen in mono red it was okay, but I think it's found a home definitely in this Gruul Adventures deck. The ability to generate additional mana and also to pump up dwarves is very, very powerful. We haven't quite got a play set of the Rimrock Knights, but this gives you the pump ability, a 3/1 body that gets pumped up by Magda as well, so it becomes a 4. Very, very powerful. And because it's got an adventure, you can actually draw a card off it if you've got Innkeepers. Some removal in the form of Shatter Skull Smashing, plus the land that can come into play untapped if you pay 3 life, or tapped if you don't. But the ability to be able to remove some of those pesky blockers is very powerful and good. In the 3-drop slot, Bonecrusher Giant, the go-to giant creature that exists, a 4/3 body for 3 mana is good within itself. Whenever it gets targeted by a spell, it causes 2 damage to whoever target it. And it's got an adventure, which is a 2 damage to any target for 1 red, 1 other, and it gets to draw on the end with the Innkeeper if that's in play as well. So all good there. Lovestruck Beast, also another all-star, 1 green, 2 other for a 5/5. Can only attack if you've got a 1/1, which it makes itself for 1 green mana, so quite powerful, and you get the card draw from the Innkeeper. We've got 2 of the Kazundu Mammoths. It's a landfall +2/+2 3/3 elephant creature, but it also can come into play as a tapped forest if you find yourself in that position. A little bit of mana fixing there. 3 of the Chariots. Now, this is probably one of the areas that some people put 2 in, they put an extra Sentinel in, etc. I think the consistency of getting this out is quite good, and the ability to create extra tokens, be they the cat tokens or be they the 1/1 human tokens, very, very powerful. And the ability to tap smaller creatures to create a 4/4 that can block is quite useful as well. Full play set of 4 Goldspan Dragons, 2 red, 3 other for 4/4 flying haste. and whenever it attacks or is targeted, it creates a treasure. Treasures can also be tapped for and sacrificed to create 2 mana of any choice rather than the normal 1 that they can do. It just gives you that ramp. It's very, very good. A full playset of 4 Ember Cleaves. Anyone who's watched this channel for a long time will appreciate that Ember Cleaves, I have a love-hate relationship with them. When I'm using them, I love them. When I'm against them, I love them a lot less. It is 2 red and 4 other, reduces in cost with the amount of creatures that you're attacking with when you play it. Does have flash, adds +1/+1 and double strike to whatever you equip it on, and gets trample, and that's an important part for this particular deck. Once you get some bigger creatures out there, being able to cast it and be able to increase and get double strike is epic, but also to be able to punch through damage using trample as well. The land sort of part of the deck slot, I suppose. 4 mountains, 9 forests, just basics. We've got a full play set of 4 of the pathways, so the red-green pathways, so the Timber Crown and Crag Crown. And we've got 4 Fable Passage just to help us with a little bit of the landfall triggers for the Mammoth, but that's a minor sort of detail, more just to smooth out if we have a particularly strong red or green hand, we can start to select things that we need. In the sideboard, I had cards in there you'd be able to select out of the first 7. The full 15 are there. The last card down the bottom here, for those of you that are playing best of 3, is another Cronin War card. So we don't use the sideboard at all in the best of 1, but I thought I'd keep it there put it in for completeness sake. Alright guys, let's go and check out the mana curve. Okay, so 2.9 average, pretty good. It's not quite mid-range, but as you can see by that curve there, we've got 7 1-drops, 11 2-drops, 10 3-drops, so it starts to go down as far as the volume of cards that are more expensive, meaning that you're going to be able to potentially play a lot more cards every turn as the game progresses, putting more pressure onto your opponent, hopefully outmaneuvering them and going wide where you need to as well. Runs 28 creatures in total, 11 non-creatures, so those support spells. It runs 21 land, which is quite cool. It means that it's generally going to have land every turn that you're going to be able to play, and a lot of those are land that allows you to pick the colours or to be able to select the correct colours for what you need, whether it be a forest or a mountain. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go and play some games. Well, for those of you that aren't aware, I always play the first game against Arena's AI program, Sparky. This gives me an opportunity just to sort of have the time to be able to talk through, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm playing, and also get into the sort of zone when it comes to this particular deck. We'll see how it goes. This hand here, specifically looking at it, I'm pretty happy with it all in all. You know, we'd love to not have an extra one of these, but it is what it is. So I'll keep this one and we'll see how we go from here.
Hey, look! I'm a planeswalker.
Yes, you are, Sparky.
Well, hello to you too.
Alright, so first things first, let's play a 1/1 human creature out. That'll enable our Lovestruck Beast later on. Okay. Play Magda out. Not going to attack. Just sit back for now. I'm going to attack with both. Play the second Magda out. Yeah, auto pay. Basically, try and push the envelope a little bit. Can get a second red. Play the Bone Crusher Giant. And another human. 1/1 human token. No attacks. First strike on this would kill either of these straight out, so it's not worth the risk. Okay, now it's a 3/3 first strike. No blocks. It's got double strike. Okay. Just keep building up our board state. I will attack him with the Bone Crusher Giant. Hopefully they block. No. Okay. It is what it is. Another Shrine Keeper. Okay. Kill the 4/4. Play the Chariot. Attack in with everyone. Drop Sparky down to 6. End turn. They've obviously flooded out. Play another land. Play the Lovestruck Beast. Gonna activate using this. Move to the attack step. Oh, actually, that's not correct. Yeah, it is correct actually. Move to the attack step, attack with everything. Make another 2/2. Auto pay the Ember Cleave. Put it onto Chariot. And we're going to cause a massive amount of damage.
Nice job.
Okay, so that was pretty cool. From my point of view, if we can play like that, we shouldn't have a huge amount of problems winning some games. So let's go and see how we go. Well, this looks like a really strong hand, so definitely going to keep it. We've got a couple of creatures, some, I guess, what's a vehicle, and some equipment. So let's keep it and see how we go. Say hello to our opponent, Magnus. Play the green so that we can make a 1/1 human. Let's see what they play out. Okay. Play this here. Move to the attack step. Play the 3/1. Can't block. And then next turn, hopefully we... Alright, or not. Okay, like so. And like so. Sure. Like this. So they get to make 1 red, put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature, gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Pretty good. End turn. Sure. Yep. Thinking I need another red. Like this. So 1/1. Attack him. Nice. So they gained 6 life just then, which is crazy. Yeah. Down to 16 apiece. One, two, three. Yeah, okay. Okay, so unfortunately, that would mean 2. They can attack, and yeah, okay. See what the blocks are, eh? It's 3 to move it? Yeah, 3 to move it, so move it like that. I'm not really sure what my opponent's got in hand, obviously, but by the looks of it, they're hoping to get another gold span out, maybe. It's currently 4, so we need one more out. There we go. There we go. 7. Wow. Yep, all good. I'd really like a dragon right now. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Alas, it was not to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do I get here? 1, 2, 3, 4 that I can do. So I'd like to kill the questing beast. 4. That one. Submit. Submit. Auto pay. There we go. 1, 2. Move to the attack step. Two gets through. Yeah. Sure. Down to 10. So that has to attack. That may not, but... So, could be interesting. Yeah. Into Magda. I think at this point in time, the Love Struck Beast is outside the scope, but could be wrong. Okay. This one. And then... Yeah, okay. I can't stop enough. We get there. Well, this deck looks, yeah, not too bad. I would prefer that we had some untapped land. More astute of you will also realise I'm wearing a different shirt because through the magic of editing, it's now the next day. So I'm going to mulligan this just because there's too many things not right with this hand. This is a lot better. I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm going to pitch the extra forest for now because we do have some other land there. Wish our opponent a hello and a bit of a love. So that's Shinta Koltruck. Shintak Truck. No, I have no idea. I'm going to cast the 1/1. See what we draw next turn. Alright, alright, alright. Gonna play this. Tapped. Play the 1-1. Move to the attack step. Go like so. Alright. Checking one of those. Okay. Attack for 2. Alright. Next turn, play the... Okay. Alright, so... Probably looking down the barrel of some removal next turn, so I'm thinking we will attack in first. Drop him to 8, and then end turn. See what happens. See if they blow up the world. Okay. Take out the love stress beast. Reasonable. Play a second one of those. Drop them to 6. Let's see what happens now. So they're at 2-5. This will be land 6. If they've got mass removal, they're going to use it now. Onyx, yep.
You really want to fight me? That's cute.
One cap, sure.
Sorry, you don't make the grade.
So we do 4 there or 4 with this, and then yeah, okay. So cancel that. Yeah, we can do it. Move to the attack step. We get there. Whew. Nearly made a punt there. Well done. See what a night of sleep will do for you? Alright, let's go to the next game. Well, this hand looks fairly strong from my point of view. It's got everything I need, so I'm going to keep it. Our opponent, Nala. Say hello to them. Wish them some love. Let's see where we go from here. Excuse me. All right. Play the 1-1 pass turn. So this next turn, all right. So they got that. That's fine. Gonna play the red. Play Magda. No attacks. This way. See what they do. Okay, dropping down to 17. Last turn. Not sure if they're mono white by the look of it. No, Boros. They're legit what their sleeves say. Okay, there goes the 5/5. Bye. That's okay. Play this. Get a second red. We've got 2 and 2. Go this way. Go this way. Nice. Gonna move on the attack step now. Sure, it's a tub. Down to 14 you go. Alright, so next turn we've got 2 options here. One is that we can play the Goldspan Dragon. The other option is obviously we can play another Rimrock Knight. So let's see what we draw. Okay. Makes it pretty straightforward. Okay. Play that. So. Sure thing. They're obviously considering if they've got a Winota in hand that they'll lose the spin if they sacrifice their apparition. So down to 7. Play another one of these, auto pay it. Yeah, let's see what happens. I could do 3 damage next turn before combat to clear a path for one of these. Okay. Take that back. No, I can't. All right. Let's do it to it. Might as well do some blocks, fellas, because I'm going to be killing everything. Interesting. Let's go one of them. And one of them. Alright, hopefully they don't have some sort of mass removal in their Boros deck, but you never know. I think we're going to get there. Yeah! I love this deck. It's so much fun to play. So thanks for watching all the way through to the end. Look, I think that there's very few things that this deck does not cope with. There are a couple of times where I played a few decks where I just couldn't get on the board. A few different opponents that I couldn't just get on the board. But regardless, I have had nothing but fun, and I will definitely be playing more of this deck. I'm going to say that this is a B+. So as far as from my point of view, I generally don't give out these large sort of B+, etc. It has to be something special, but it's definitely tier 1. I would say either 1 or 1.5. I think it can stand up against ultimatums because it's just so quick and can put the pressure down. It does struggle a little bit against mass removal, but as long as you play around that, you can generally reset up fairly quickly once they wipe the board. It's just whether or not you can do it quick enough to get through that last little bit of damage. Throughout the games that I played, I didn't feel that I was ever not able to win or not able to have a shot at winning. And you know, from that point of view, that makes the deck really good from my point of view. I don't mind losing. I don't prefer it, but I don't mind losing as long as I feel like I can actually still have a chance to win. So this deck's quite good. If you haven't played Gruul Adventures before and you're looking for something that's fairly aggressive, this is the deck I would suggest to you. Some of the life gain white decks and red decks can be a little bit fickle in regard to if you come up against certain matchups, they are designed to beat those decks. This one seems to have spades of options, whether it card draw, mass mana, etc. Just a couple of quick shout outs before I go. Monday, Wednesday, Friday I stream 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10 hours on Twitch. Feel free to come and check it out. All of my information is in the link tree below. Also, I have 2 friends of the channel. So we have Grey Viking Games, link below. Click on that link, it takes you to their website where you can pick up your cosmetics and arena codes. Doesn't cost you a cent to use that link. Anything more than it normally would to purchase from them. It's just we get a small kickback as thanks to us, and that obviously I pass on as much as possible to the people that come and watch me stream. The other cool friend of the channel is Spectrum Games. They're based out of Sydney, Australia. They're a small retailer of magical cards and accessories for physical play. Go and check out their website at www.spectrumgaming.com.au. Have a look, see if there's something in particular you're after. They may have it for you. If they don't have it, send them a message because they are fairly hooked up and connected. And if they don't have it, they may be able to source it for you or keep an eye out for it at the very least. Look, guys, I really appreciate all the support. I'm really happy and grateful for everything that you guys do for me. All the likes, the comments. It means a lot, and obviously is helping me to keep the lights on per se. If there's any questions, comments or feedback you've got, please comment in the video below. Happy to take it on board, and you know, I want to improve and make this a good source for Magic Arena information for everyone. Yeah, other than that, guys, please feel free to give us a subscribe on the YouTube channel, a like on my Facebook page, and a follow and subs on Twitch if possible. I don't think I've got anything else to say, so I guess I'll see you on the battlefields.